Good afternoon, thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. We're going to be doing another video on SteamWorld Build. And this is another one that is currently set to be, or at least on the Steam page it says it's coming soon, so it could be any time from like 2023, maybe even later, because I'm not entirely sure what, that is defined as up to this point, because it could be 2024 for all I know. But as of the time making this video, it says the release date is coming soon. So I'm not sure what that entails. But it's basically kind of a city building game, and you could argue a little bit of like discovery. You're trying to learn new things about the world, and it has some of its own story elements that kind of help make those things into what they are as well. The game currently compares itself to something like City Skylines. I'm guessing mostly due to the construction side of it, and the city building element, and some other things that could be kind of linked with that as well. The game itself has pretty nice graphics, kind of already done with it. It seems like the initial storyline here is that. I guess you're kind of playing like this family, and they stumble on this robot that basically is trying to talk these people into basically mine out a specific area. So he's basically using them as human labor in order to get them to do a job for him, and so it kind of plays on that sort of idea as far as that goes. Well, we'll go ahead and skip this, but as you can see, it does look pretty so far. It has pretty nice graphics going on. But we'll kind of go over more of what the gameplay itself is like. And if you are interested in the story, I would definitely download it and kind of read through it yourself on that one. And then otherwise, the controls are pretty similar to what you encounter for most games like this. The ASDW was rotating Q and E's. So the first thing we're going to do is start to build up. So everything kind of gets eventually linked into this train station here. And in order to link things together, you have to use roads, which will basically be these here. So in this case, we're going to do a residential area. Let's drop it there. So far, most of what I've seen in the game itself seems to go by this 4x4 grid size. There are a few bigger buildings, but it seems to be the general type that I've encountered so far. But we're going to try to leave enough space for kind of more industry-related stuff here in the center. And then, so next we'll be doing a market. Actually, let's go ahead and throw it further down. I guess as soon as I say that, then the very first thing I encounter is something that's a little bit smaller. It's a 4x3. Alright, so basically a bunch of houses going. And this will kind of give you a little bit of information about each of these houses. So like their current needs are not being met. They need more repair stuff done, and their satisfaction level is about 50% right now. So we'll definitely need to build stuff out a little bit further. All right, so next thing we're going to do is build some mills here. So foresters are going to be the ones that actually cut down the trees. Let's go and do this one. This one. Can we drop something in the back? Because I think a lot of this overlaps, so probably won't quite give us as much. And if we want to build more, we'll have to build over here and over there and over there. So for now, we're going to run those like that. All right, so next thing we want to do is get a mill. Let's go ahead and probably plant that there. Next thing we're going to do is build a warehouse. Yeah, let's go and just plant that there. So first repair this one, we're going to need at least 120 workers. This basically allows us to bring trains in, which kind of gives us some additional stuff as well. And so I guess most of this here is decorational stuff. So basically, we want to build like high fences and cactus and stuff. I guess we're able to plant trees. I wonder if that directly benefits. I don't know. We'll take a look at that later. So next thing is a service shop. Because our citizens are all robots, we kind of need to be able to do repairs on them as well. So I guess effectively it's kind of like a hospital. So this one should be nice and center because we're probably going to turn this entire center block here into mostly residential with a few businesses and stuff here in the center. Okay, so next thing is we need is cactus farm, and unfortunately the thing that we're light on right now is people. So we basically need to work out basically getting more workers. All right, so we need to do. What we're going to do is build this all the way down. We're basically building another row of houses. And then this one, this one, this one, that one. And the reason why this one isn't built yet is because we're running out of wood on this one. And this would be kind of where it might be good to kind of improve the amount of production we have done here. That's why we kind of went ahead and built two starting out. Was kind of in hopes of making that a little bit bigger for us. So I guess my curiosity on this one is if we plant a bunch of trees. Are we able to then use a forester? Okay, so those do not count for purposes of that. Countryside and fences. But no, I was just kind of curious if these actually counted towards tree production and stuff. Okay, unfortunately, I do not. All right, so with a little bit of time, yeah, we already made it to 5 wood again. We still do not have enough for this. We might have enough for our cactus farm. So, okay, so these are 3x3, which is what I kind of thought they would be. So I might clear this out. That way we can put a few buildings in the center here. Yeah, so this is producing cactus water. And it's basically just another resource that the people in here use. So that's that. We are overproducing on logs, so what we probably want to go and do is build another of these mills. So worker, mill, mill. It does humor me to a slight degree, though, that it seems like all these people seem to be upset, but it's only because it went down to like a 95% satisfaction rate. So like the little red angry sign has a very kind of small meaning to it. It's like, well, I'm only 5% angry, so let's be upset. Um, yeah, so this should at least be So yeah, we're mass producing boards pretty quickly now. Okay, so they are pulling logs out, which is good. All right, so our goal right now is still to do um, workers' needs and then get more workers. So I'm gonna leave a little bit more in the center here, just to kind of, yeah, give us a little bit more. Charcoal kiln. This basically takes wood and turns it into charcoal. However, we're kind of at a little bit of an issue here that this kind of already produces what we need on this front. So what we might go ahead and start doing is at least working towards another section here. Well, being that I know we do eventually have to go to this mine shaft, we may go ahead and start constructing that direction. So I guess there's random things floating around, which I didn't know my first playing through. So as close as I can go is about there to still hit the wood. And then we're probably going to do I think this would be the closest we can get on that end. Yeah, even though it's not preferable, we may still run at the lower production rate on it. Later on, we can relocate it to like maybe over here, and then center this one to where maybe closer to 100%. Yeah, and this one basically does hit most of the houses. Okay, so that's that too. This one does actually lack access to the market, so basically if we want to drop it on the market, we probably want it maybe here-ish. That all covers those, and that all covers those. Then we don't have access to a train station yet, so that'd be kind of our next step. And so we can repair that. So basically what the train station will then offer is certain types of items that you can purchase. This could be anything from warehouse items, delivery +1, production items, um, produce 15% faster, then minor equipment digging speed bonus. So, and as you go through the game itself, you're basically earning cash, and sometimes you can also get these rubies, which I'm not entirely sure where the rubies come from, but I'm sure there's some means of earning those as well. But yeah, this will be the first video for SteamWorld Build. So we will have, probably tomorrow there'll be another video that drops for this game as well. And hopefully by the next one we'll probably go through some of the mining stuff, which would be kind of our next few steps in it. Is kind of going underground and getting resources, and then which hasn't really opened up to us yet because we haven't done the mine shaft yet. But so you can kind of get a better feel for if this is kind of the game that you would enjoy. This kind of gives you a feel for how the game itself plays up to this point. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and as I mentioned, if you do enjoy the video itself, like, comment, subscribe, etc. If you do enjoy the game itself, check them out on Steam. As of right now, I don't think there's a current time frame when it gets released, but there's a demo if you want to give it a try to kind of see if it's something that you might enjoy as well. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.